Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to install this Easy Fix bathroom basin set here. Yesterday, I installed this set into the ensuite bathroom, and I'm in the main bathroom here today, and had a few troubleshooting issues, mainly to do with the spout, but I've got some learnings which I will apply to this installation and share with you. I've installed this product before the ensuite yesterday into the shower. So they do a shower wall set, this bathroom basin set, obviously, a bathtub set, and I think a laundry set. So I've only installed the mixer tap style into one of the showers, but I've got another set for the ensuite shower, so I'm happy to make a video on that as well. But I'll just show you the shower. One of the main advantages of this product is that you can install mixer taps over your existing plumbing. So if you wanted to do this otherwise in a shower, you would need to redo the plumbing behind the wall, smash out the tiles, redo the tiling. So obviously that's not a practical solution for most people. So this works really well, and these are very easy to install by comparison to the bathroom set. So again, I've got a set for the ensuite. I'll make a video on that. All right, before we get started, I'll just run through some preparation. So first and foremost, make sure the water is shut off to the home, or at least to these taps if you have isolation valves. You may have watched my whole house water filtration installation video, and you'll see that I installed a shut-off valve in the garage, which is very convenient. So whatever process you need to follow to shut off the water to the taps that you're working on, make sure you do that first. Just got some newspaper laid out here just to protect the vanity unit, and some paper towel just to mop up any spills. And then over to the tools, I've got a rubber mallet here. Won't be a problem on this one because I've changed the washer on this one many times, and I just do it up until it's kind of pinch tight. I suspect this one might be a problem, and the ones in the ensuite yesterday were an absolute nightmare. So basically giving them a tap managed to basically enable me to loosen them because they were seized on. And it's the other reason why I'm wearing rubber gloves, is to be able to get a good grip on them. The vice grips here is to help loosen the spout fixing nut underneath the basin. So basically, if you can't get a good kind of finger grip on them, yeah, you can clamp it on with the vice grips and just move it left and right until it loosens enough. And then finally, we've got a few spanners here. So these are just to obviously loosen the taps and then tighten up the new taps there. So these should be all the tools you need if it all goes according to plan. So we'll see how we go. And I think that's enough to get started. So what we'll do first is remove the spout, because that is the most challenging part, and then we'll move on to the taps. I'll just take you in beneath the vanity so that you can see the spout fixing nut. I'll just try and focus for you. There we go. So it's a white plastic fixing nut there. So again, it depends on your vanity unit, but it's not exactly the easiest thing to access, but that needs to be loosened so that you can pull the spout out. So once that's loosened, the spout just pulls straight out. So we'll try and do that now. All right, managed to loosen it. I had to get the vice grips on there and then just back and forth until it released. I couldn't believe this was actually worse than the ensuite, but we've got there. Out. Okay, on the left we have obviously the old spout, on the right the new, and with the set comes two different diameter nipples. So in my case, the smaller diameter fits on like so. But when I was installing this set into the ensuite yesterday, I just found that I couldn't actually get the spout secure enough using the supplied nipples. So what I ended up doing was removing the nipple from the old spout, cleaning it up and installing it onto the new one. And there's also that seal there, so just make sure that that goes on as well. And so what I'm going to do is not bother experimenting again with the new nipples, old, clean, new, and to remove the old nipple, one of my favorite problem solvers, the trusty vice grip. All right, here we go. Let's see if this comes off. Need to find the right balance between having enough grip and not deforming the nipple here. So I'll just clean this up, and then we'll install it onto the new one and then into the vanity. Okay, there we go. So that is the existing nipple on the new spout, all cleaned up, ready to fit. Put the seal on like so. Seal is on. I've got the locking nut hand tight enough that the spout is now seated on the basin, on the vanity, and there's a Allen key on this part of the spout, so just make sure that you've got that facing the back of the vanity or against the wall there, so you don't see that. So I've just got it, you can just fill it with your finger, just straighten it there. So I probably need to get the vice grips again just to get enough kind of leverage to get this tight enough, but I'll keep trying with my fingers until I get to that point where I need to bring in the vice grips again. Okay, I think that's enough. Just turn it around so the Allen key is facing the back. I think that'll do it. Okay, onto the tap. So we have on the left the hot water tap, on the right the cold water, indicated by the red and blue color coding. And as is the case here, if not most taps in Australia and the world, hot water is on the left, cold on the right. You need to make sure that you install these correctly because the cold water lever turns clockwise to turn on the water and the hot water anti-clockwise, so they turn into the center. So it's just a logical way that the levers turn, which is why you need to do it correctly. What we have here is a couple of spindle extensions. I don't believe I'll need these. I didn't need them for the ensuite, but these just allow the base of the tap here to seat onto the existing tap seat in there. So we're just going to go in like that. Again, there's two different lengths, but depending on, again, your plumbing, you may or may not need them. I didn't need them for the ensuite. I suspect I won't need them here. All right, next step before installation is to disassemble the tap. So the tap is actually assembled as you go into the vanity unit, and there's one step that you need to ensure that you complete, otherwise you may actually get a leak because the tap is not seating correctly. And they include an instruction specifically covering that step, which is removing the lock nut. And the lock nut needs to be removed so that you can actually seat the tap correctly and then tighten it up. So I'll just disassemble everything and then I'll show you what I mean by that. Okay, let's start with the cold tap. There is a anti-vandal kind of a screw here on the underside of the lever, which you need to undo. Don't know if I can get that on the camera. Just in there. So this tool comes with the set, so don't lose that. Lever comes off. So this is the locking up that they're talking about. So this bit here, with this thread, needs to separate from the bottom part of the tap. So where it is now, I'll just kind of explain. So say I was putting this in now, where it's currently positioned, it may not reach the tap seat. And so if you just do it up like that, right, and it's not seated correctly, then you'll have water bubbling up through. So you need to separate it, like so. Then install this. Okay. So we'll do that now. Cold. This is a 15mm spanner. Don't do this up too tight, just enough that it pinches. Then the little anti-vandal screw pops on like that. So with the lever, just turn it to the off position so that you can have the lever kind of where you want it. So it's also got cold marking on there. So off should be horizontal with the wall in terms of making it look, well, that's where I think it should sit anyway. And then when you turn it on like so, you just need to do up that anti-vandal nut. This is comparatively enjoyable to the spout. I actually enjoy putting this together. Okay, quick test and then I'll wrap up the video. So there we go, job done. Bit of a marathon with respect to the spout, but once you have the spout done, the taps are pretty straightforward. And yeah, it looks quite sophisticated, classy, whatever you want to call it. So I'll leave it there. Any comments or questions, leave them below and I'll get back to you. And as always, thanks for watching. Cheers.